and then go to NBA Africa and get me a big defensive athlete, as Marcus has said multiple times, a 6'8" Abubakar Traore type.
100% exactly.
Yes. Like that would have been my exact, like, that's probably, and realistic. Like, yeah, I would be like, well, reclass Tyron Stokes and get me this guy. Like, well, yeah, but realistic guys, I would have said that's how I'm closing these two out. Now we still feel pretty confident that Xerxes or whatever, Zorkis or whatever we want to call him.
Yeah, whatever you're gonna roll with.
Yeah, I think there's enough smoke around that he's going to probably be the next addition, and we'll get to him when that time comes. Maybe today, who knows? But the surprise was Muhammad Kamara. And when you see him, without getting too much into it, because I know that's what we're about to do, but when you see the overall macro of him, I said, you're a genius. Like, you look at Coach Kelsey, and go, you're a genius, dude. Like, you know how to put together a roster. Because you start watching his highlights, and you start watching a little deeper into what he does, and that's what we'll get into in a second. And it's just like, God, that's the perfect ad. Are you kidding me? That's the perfect ad. Like, thank you. And that was, to me, what we got yesterday.
81-50, 93-9. 38-31, 93-9. Okay.
We do have phone lines today, correct? No, we do not have phone lines.
We do not have phone lines.
We'll have phone lines at 11:30. So just text us.
Just text us. 38-31-93-9. The YouTube channel is up and running, Mayflorville.
Yeah.
Or you can tag us in your tweet if you want to get your questions or comments addressed kind of on the board. Okay, so Steve, go through the process of, okay, you get the name, you see the tweet, you get the name. What next?
Oh, I get that. You get the tweet, which is always fun when you look down. You're like,
you can confirm it's from a real source.
It's like Travis Branham's tagged you in a tweet, or Joe Tipton's tagged you in a tweet. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. What's going on here? So I we're in the meeting yesterday. I pulled up, I get the name. Obviously, first I see the picture. You get the picture, and you're like, okay, I like that.
Okay, but did you get the bulky picture or the skinnier picture first? Because we had to go through all of the different looks of the last. I'm listening.
It was a little skinnier at first, but when you see the picture, I look at it, I'm like, okay, immediately, at the make the jokes here, whatever. But I immediately, I go, okay, I've set up what I think this guy could be, right? You know what I mean? Like when you see him, you go, okay. Then you don't see a height, but you see NBA Africa. Okay. So I believe he's an athlete, all jokes aside. Like, I believe there's okay. I know I'm putting together a skill set. Then I go to height immediately. Okay. 6'8", 6'9", you want to, in that range. Okay. All right. And then you know what I look at next?
I'm listening.
I'm an arm looker. Okay. How long is his arms? Okay. That proportion looks really good. Long arms. Like, okay. I'm putting his skill set together as I'm looking at him before I've watched any of his game, right? I'm putting together in my mind what this, okay, all right, long arms, looks like he's about 6'8", 6'9". Okay, and now the questions start rolling in. Okay, can he shoot the three? My first thing is, I want to see, when I turn on a highlight, I immediately want to see dunks. I want to see athleticism. Then I want to see him shooting a three. I want to see him blocking shots, athleticism, dunks, all that. And that's about exactly what I got. from him. He's got his offensive highlights are dunks and 3-pointers. The rest of it is defensive highlights. And I go, that's exactly what I want to see. Whether it's him guarding, whether it's him blocking shots. You said it yesterday. I'm blocking shots off 2 feet off the glass. I mean, like, that was, for me, because the guy that you're expecting, okay, he's not going to come in and be a finished product. Like, this is a guy that you bring in and you go, okay, I'm expecting to see Muhammad Kamara at Louisville probably for more than 1 year. Okay.
Right.
I'm okay with that. That's how I'm viewing him. Not that he can't help this year, but I'm viewing him as okay, this is a piece, down the road. And I want that. Look, he shoots it at 37, 38, 39%, right in that range. Every year he's done. He's 20 years old. So this is not a teenager. Okay. You'll probably repeat some of the stuff because I'm taking some of the stuff from you.
No, we're good
in our conversation. But late bloomer, you said that to me yesterday, and you go, okay, that makes sense. Late bloomer, he's picking up just from what you can see. He's a 20-year-old. He's played a lot of basketball, and it's just every piece that I was putting together yesterday, it was going back to like, Kelsey, you little devil, like this is, you went and just grabbed it. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better get in what I need at spot 11, right?
With, again, the James Scott thing was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad, y'all. Like, that was really bad for a basketball team.
Yeah.
The final night of the portal, no ability to recruit it, no ability to be prepared for this. Like I said,
it puts you in a really bad spot.
It puts you in a really, really bad spot. And if this is what you pull out of a bad spot, okay, I'm going to do this before I get into this player. I'm going to do this this is expert level recovery. Okay. And like I said, if you put Kelsey in a bad position like that, again, we don't know the details. He got some bad information. This is the James Scott thing, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You lost your alley-oop threat with James Scott big time. So what did we talk about all the time? James Scott has got to get better in the summer with this. He's got to get better with that. He's got to get better, taking care of the ball. He's got to get better at catching the ball. It's all these little things. We always acknowledge how much of a lob threat he is and how important that is to us. But we also said he had to work on these other things to be able to stay on the court. Right? We talked about how maybe due to injury, he got a lot more minutes than he was even expecting to get. All those good things. Now, Kamara, this is you combing through all the players in the world that are not on teams and are college, are eligible to join your Division I program.
Yeah.
So you're combing through
an entire world of players, as you've made a great point in saying the last couple days.
The entire world, you're combing through players. This is what I want people to see. This is an expert magnifying glass thing I want you to focus on, because everything that follows up what we say from right here is gonna be important. When I asked Steve about going through the process, you go through the process. Everybody goes through the process the same. Who is he? Can he jump? How fast is he? Can he play some defense? Can he shoot? Blah. Okay, everybody does that. It takes 6 minutes to do. Then most people can go about their day. Marcus says, look at his timeline. What do we mean by that? You see a video or clip, a picture from 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see a highlight 2024. You see in a window of 15 months, his first step, how big of a difference it is with his first step. He's still got a long way to go. But if you look at the growth of his body in a 15-month window, if you put on, I mean, just if it's not, even if it's not weight, it's the shape of his arms, it's the shape of his shoulders, it's the
Shoulders,
yeah,
man.
it's how it's how low he starts playing in the later highlights.
Yeah.
That raw right leg jump, left hand dunk means he's ambidextrous with the legs.
Yes.
Means he's still creative. He's still in the window of learning what he's capable of. And his timeline of late bloomer is so much more beneficial to what he can be 6 months from now.
Yes.
Just say, if you watch somebody transform in 6 months, would you think that's going to stop? More likely to keep going. And when I say late bloomers don't have burnout. Late bloomers, every day they're learning something new. So this is like, if Steve has been playing this position, he's been playing tight end since he was, 6, 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
By the time he gets to college, if he's any good, he thinks he knows it all half the time anyway. He's not.
Yeah.
He's just doing what the coach wants him to do. This guy is learning how to play, so he can't wait to get in there. I told this story, man. I have a cousin. He was from Sierra Leone. My uncle married his mom. Whatever. Tommy. He grew up in Sierra Leone. He grew up a soccer player, but he had all my dimensions, and he was just picking up basketball at 16, 17. I'm telling you, I played with him every day, and by the end of our summer, he was giving me everything I could handle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just because he was new to the sport and he couldn't wait to steal something every single day. You get somebody like this in that window that's going to listen and learn something every day and copy all of his teammates. Not only can he contribute, you'll be begging Kelsey to get him in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even no matter how far on the bench he starts off, when you see him, you'll say, he'll be one of the guys that you're just in a bad mood today. Like, listen, we'll win by 22 points, Steve, and I will be fielding more calls of, but I think Kelsey he should have found some more time for Kamar. We're gonna develop that Kamar guy in the back end. I mean, what if we have some unfortunate situations? We need to get that guy ready.
Yeah. Man, what about his energy, man? Good Lord. When you watch him you're talking, this dude brings energy to the court. Like, it's awesome. It is so awesome to watch.
Are we gonna get the backstory? It's like, y'all just had him tucked away. Did Pops?
I know. Like I'm just like, dude, like to go find this dude. And again, looking at him on my perspective as a guy who I'm saying, man, how good can he look, next year, and like, I think he'll help this year. And then next year, you'll be like, yeah. I mean, like, I truthfully look at this kid, and I really think we're going to do shows on May 20th of 2026. And I'm going to be like, well, Kamara's going to start, and, you're going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going into that next year, like, yeah, you put this Kamara, you put Kamara next to Tyler Stokes, and you kind of, type it, and it's like, okay, yeah, like these are, you see, and that's another thing too. We're learning what he likes. We're learning what Coach Kelsey likes, right? And I mean, just watching him, and like when he gets, I mean, again, if he catches a pass like anywhere going downhill, he gets all the way to the rim. Like, it's not one of those, let me get there and see if I can Euro here, Euro there. Like, he creates a runway, and he's like, you're either going to take a charge and I'm going to knock you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to knock you into the third row, or I'm going to the rim and we're going to meet there. And we're going to figure that out when we get there.
Y'all are going to have fun watching him grow.
Yes. And look, this isn't even a haha joke. I mean, this is serious. His work ethic's not going to be an issue. Those guys that come from the NBA Africa academies or the NBA Bahamas academies, and look, work ethic is not going to be an issue for him. That kid's going to come in ready to go, you know, and he's coming in to get better. Like that, he's going to say, okay, I'm here to do this. And that's going to, I mean, his growth is going to just be a blast. Just a blast to watch. Him and Kanai, I would pay money.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. You get him with energy level, irritating Kanai Roots every day.
Yeah.
The reason I was worried about that spot, again, it was one of those, who's going to guard Kanai Roots? You know, we talked about last, who's going to help Kanai Roots be ready to play his position better? Other than, you know, because sometimes, like, if Kanai Roots can get rebounds or tap outs over, let's say, Javon Hadley, he just knows how to use his, you know, his height advantage over Javon Hadley.
Yeah,
he might be scoring, but might not be getting better, you know, in that position. Because it's not a lot. Like I said, Case and Pryor will be a little, you know, will be hobbled coming back. You know, he won't be as confident. He won't be as explosive. This guy's explosive.
He is.
This guy will challenge on defense. He doesn't mind getting dunked on. He's going to get dunked on too, by the way, Steve.
Yeah, I mean,
you know that, right?
I mean, we have guys on our team that don't. I mean, that the best shot blockers don't mind getting dunked on. Like, because, you know, I mean, they challenge, like, that's what they do. They block shots. And when did
these kids all think it was so? Wait, when did it become so easy to jump off one leg and windmill, Steve?
I don't know, but he does it pretty often.
When did that, like, what? Steve, we talk about this all the time. Like, once you went through the legs on the dunk, it was like, okay, you might as well stop with the dunk contest because there's no other dunk that can ever be done.
I thought Isaiah Ryder broke the dunk contest. I was like, that's it. We'll never see anything better than what Isaiah Ryder just did.
He just put the ball. Steve, think about that. You lived a life where a human put a basketball through his legs and dunked it in the air.
It's like, what could they do after that?
And it actually, I've watched, as of recently, within the last couple of years, I watched a human being jump in the air, put the ball under both legs in a game, and dunk it, Steve.
Yeah.
A one-handed, one-leg windmill? Like these are layup line dunks now in 2025?
Yeah. I mean, he had one, he jumps from the 3-point line. No, he doesn't, but it felt like he did. But
boom, shaka-laka-laka.
I did want to keep looking at it though, because at first I turned it into a free throw line dunk, and then I looked and I'm like, he's pretty good ways in front of the free throw line. But it was still like, man, like it wasn't, you know.
I'm telling you, that left hand one, man, I can't tell you how impressed I was with that one.
Yeah.
Just like I said, wrong leg, wrong foot. I mean, he's, like I said, creative, still ain't, you know, hasn't got you get pigeonholed in playing a certain position a lot of times. Right now, he doesn't know the position. They're not locking him into a position. And he gets it, like I said, he is all gas, no brakes when he gets that ball in transition. Okay, so this is okay. I know yesterday I asked you about anxiety level. Right now, where are you putting him on your this is so unfair. Where are you putting him right now on your depth chart? Where does he start and where does he finish?
He is, he starts not on the game. He's probably, he's probably last. He's probably 12. Like I'm not doing position depth charts.
Yeah, right.
But right. I can't put him ahead of Kobe Rogers.
You can't put him over Kobe Rogers. Who can you put him over?
Right. And this is not shade at Kamara. We're gonna win championship. We're gonna win championship. We're gonna win the national championship. Marcus.
Quick commercial break. 939 DeVille.
We're gonna win the national championship, Marcus.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aggie are here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Looking to elevate your space? KPG Glass has you covered. From custom showers and bathroom glass to windows, doors, and unique custom etching and even printed glass, KPG brings your vision to life. Need something bigger? KPG specializes in large commercial construction and renovation. KPG delivered stunning custom glasswork to the Keeper Center and the baseball team's locker room renovation. Look up their portfolio on kpgglass.com. That's kpgglass.com.
Stronger family, stronger community. It all starts at the Y. Join now through June 9th with no join fee and get 75 Y bucks to use on programs you love. At the Y, everyone has a place. From little ones playing in kids club to swim lessons, summer camps, and teen leadership programs that build confidence. The Y grows with your family at every stage and every age. So stop by or visit our website and join the Y with no join fee today.
Louisville, get ready to take it to the next level. Join us May 17th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. for the grand opening of Next Level Range. It's a day full of fun, live demos, food, music, giveaways, and entertainment for the whole family. Meet industry vendors, connect with our expert team, and experience the future of shooting ranges. Next Level Ranges is open now, 7 days a week, located at the corner of Blankenbaker Parkway and Electron Drive across from Lexus of Louisville. Visit us online at nextlevelranges.com. That's nextlevelranges.com. Next Level Ranges, where precision meets passion.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Looking for everything a sports bar has without the sports bar feel? Come to 1020 Craft Brewery. Great food, great fun, and a relaxing atmosphere where you can kick back and enjoy a cold one. Try our 1020 light beer, smooth, refreshing, and perfect for any occasion. Pro soccer is in full swing, and our Butchertown location is just steps away from Lynn Family Stadium. We're the perfect spot for every Lou City home game. Grab your crew and pregame at 1020 Brewery for every home match. Check out our Clarksville location as well. 1020 Brewery. Great beer, great food, great vibes. Come visit us.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Summertime means lots of home time, so give your family a clean start with help from Zero Res. Why settle for old school chemicals and harsh soaps when you can enjoy ZR water technology for carpets that stay cleaner longer? Right now, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. That's 3 rooms, $119. Just mention ESPN Louisville to secure this deal or book online at ZeroResLouisville.com and ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
Hey, this is Bob Valvano. Winter's winding down. Spring is just around the corner. And that means it's time to get your HVAC system ready for the warmer months ahead. Ken J. Biener HVAC, your trusted American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, is offering a $95 air conditioning tune-up special. I used Ken J. Biener & Son for my HVAC services, and you should too. Call Ken J. Biener & Son HVAC today at 584-9960 and schedule your spring AC tune-up. That's BUEHNER, Ken J. Biener & Son, an American Standard heating and air conditioning deal.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
It was a thrilling finish in the Preakness Stakes as journalism did the unthinkable.
Won the Preakness Stakes performance like you read about.
And when it's a big race, we're talking about it. Next up is the Belmont Stakes on June 7th. Big game, big race, one place. ESPN Louisville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Miss anything from your favorite ESPN Louisville show? Check out the Podcast Center on the brand new ESPN Louisville smartphone app or on iTunes and SoundCloud.
You know what?
I know exactly why you said 3. Let me reset the other thing. I had it muted for a second. So I asked Steve, where will he rank? Talking about Kamar. Where will he rank athletically on this roster? You said 3 because you were going to forget about somebody. You were scared you were going to forget about somebody. Okay.
Yes.
I'm listening.
So I knew Kanai. I was like, and Kanai, I could argue, but I was like, I forgot somebody, right? But I don't know. No.
This is why I said you got to go get an athlete
than Woolley.
You said what?
He's a better athlete than Woolley.
Yes.
He's a better athlete than Conwell.
Yes.
Maybe
McNeely?
Michael's. Oh, yeah, Nick, you should have jumped in with that.
Yeah,
Nick
I was
kinda,
thinking Mikael Brown.
Yeah.
Like I like Kenai. I think that was a really good answer.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna go with Mikael.
He's an athlete, and I want to get to him because here soon, because there's something me and Marcus were talking about yesterday.
Sananda Fruit.
Which just, hey, I was gonna say that, but I was like,
Babu said he's sneaking.
Runway. Okay, dude, I didn't feel like arguing with you, but I was gonna say, dude, Sananda can get up, man. You're even see, he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about Sananda Frew all year with this jackass I call a co-host. It's just going to just
you can hear him
piss.
licking the sprinkles off the donut.
Dude,
You can actually hear it.
and
You
he
can
does
audibly
this-
hear it.
He does this on our private conversations too. I'm just like, man, I think Sananda he's gonna come over here and then is he gonna be able to jump with everybody? And I'm like, God.
Here's why you can even add Michael Brown into the conversation, because that first step counts into athleticism explosion, right?
Yeah.
So this kid's better athlete than Sananda Frew. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not saying Sananda's better, but I'm saying
No,
I was just
athletic.
like,
No,
man.
no, don't say better. Say athletic.
Well, yeah, I mean Sananda's better, but I mean like as far as just athletic. like, I don't know, Sananda's better. See, this is gonna piss me off.
No, I was
It's
just
all year.
I was
Matter of
just
fact,
making.
we're not talking about Sananda Fruit for the rest of the summer. Just leave him out. Leave him out.
I was just
Let's see
making
what he does.
sure.
What does he have to do for you to change your stance on him, Marcus?
Ooh, what would Sananda Frew have to do for me to change my stance on him?
Boom, content.
Mm-hmm.
I would need Sananda Frew to do a spin and catch a lob.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that you can win me with. You
Okay.
can win me with that. Because I don't know.
Explain to Nikki what I'm saying.
Okay, for instance, like able to
He's in the post or something.
he's if I'm in the post and Marcus, okay, I'm posting up on the right side, Marcus is on the left wing,
Right.
and I can seal my man, turn, and Marcus could throw an oop and I could go straight up and get it
Okay.
on the other side. As
So-
opposed to need to be running, and got it. Just I could make that almost a post move.
So he's got the flat foot.
Something
hops,
Steve
kind
Rummage
of.
was very good at, minus the hops. Steve Rummage in high school, there's this young kid at Bullet Central made a living off this. I could get low, and my buddy Nick was a great passer. We were the two bigs, and I could work my man slowly. Like as the ball was in the corner, I would just work my man up the lane, and then I would just seal, and I put my hand. And then as soon as it got to, I would see it coming. As soon as it got to the free throw line, Nick knew, throw it to the corner of the basket. Marcus is saying though, could you do that? Throw it at the rim, and he could spin,
get
go
up,
get it, put it
because
in.
that's been Marcus's thing, that he has hops, but he has to be in motion.
Just a runway.
Yes, he needs a
And
runway.
I do actually agree with him. I don't think Marcus puts enough respect on what he can do on the runway, but I don't fight. I don't fight that one.
But yeah, I'm separating effectiveness, effectiveness in the college game. And you just don't get, like I said, in international play, you get runways.
Yeah.
You just don't get a lot of those in college. This kind of why Kenai Roots, like his highlights, the ones he has are like full out in space runways,
Yeah.
like he's not a drop step dunker. He's not a vertical dunker, just a catch and, punch it. So, but he's still very athletic. I need a couple of guys who don't need the runway and can just, get up to block a shot off a vertical, can play in space and still jump high.
Now Kamara can.
Yes.
Kamara could be guarding a guy on the post. Somebody goes baseline. He could take one step over, go up, and block that shot.
Okay, listen.
Somebody disagrees on Woolley, though. Now, they said Woolley is a freak. Now, are you saying athletically? Because I don't know that Woolley is this athletic freak. Now, however, I think Woolley could end up being the best player on the team. Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
I don't want to cross my.
He's serviceable athletically. Like he's a good athlete.
We're not
for
like
his
he
side.
can't dunk. I mean,
right.
Like, he's an athletic dude.
He's Big East first team.
No, that's Conwell.
Oh, Conwell. Sorry.
Yeah. But Conwell's kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, Conwell's kind of in the same boat. So I mean, I think you're right. I mean, I think that's why that you went that direction. Is it kind of, to me, they're kind of the same a little bit. Like I think they're both studs. I don't think either one of them are like insanely athletic, but both could be the two best players on the team.
Athleticism isn't their deficiency.
This is a great text. And this texter listens to this show for sure. Says, is Maben only being like that with Frew because he really likes him and thinks he can be a great player for us? It's either a great player or bust for Maben with Frew. I'm like, now this is what we say when we say this show does so well in time spent listening and the ratings, and stuff like that. Like when the listeners have listened to this show for long enough that they're basically family and they know, they're like, they can hear our mannerisms. I'm like, that texter is so right.
Okay. You know what it is?
Good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You know what it is? They're wrong on this one, but they're headed. They're on the right direction. Now read that text one more time.
Okay. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Is Maben only like that with Frew because he really likes him and thinks he can be a great player? It's either great player or bust for Maben with Frew.
I need him.
Yeah.
I need him.
What's right now, especially because we don't know with Khalifa.
Yeah,
either.
right.
Like,
how much does that play into it, Marcus? The extra pressure.
That's what,
because I feel like you've ratcheted up your Frew chagrin, if you will, since last week in the Khalifa news.
Because I can't have a Big East first team transfer in Conwell. The number, what was Woolley's transfer portal ranking? Like he was one of the most. He was one of the most sought after. Obviously top 10.
Yeah.
We were fighting to get him from Auburn and Alabama.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Auburn or Alabama. He's from Alabama. You cannot give me those two guards. You can't give me one of the best shooters in the country in McNeely. You cannot give me that starting package. You cannot give me a 5-star number 1 point guard in the nation in Michael Brown.
Yeah.
And not have my bigs ready to roll.
Yeah.
You'll ruin this for me. It's all about me.
Stupid.
That's a stupid backcourt.
What a backcourt.
I never get backcourts like this. Last time I had Peyton and Ross for the last time I had this.
Yeah, and that backcourt wasn't this deep.
God, you cannot. You understand what I'm saying, Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot have this embarrassment of riches in your backcourt, and I don't want two big screeners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want two big screeners. I don't want 3 screeners. He can be effective with 3 screeners. I'm not saying they cannot be effective. You got to be able to finish this ball. I'll be so mad at practice. Michael, hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. Every single time. Hit him in the face if he don't got his hands ready. Don't throw him an alley-oop ever again. You can't.
By the way,
my McDonald's point guard just put that ball on the money. You can't jump high enough to get it. Javon, go get Sananda. Now I'm yelling at Sananda saying, we gotta replan our whole system because you need a runway.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
This is like forewarning. This is my squad is too good for y'all to blow this and not be ready to catch the ball and dunk it.
Yeah, don't do this to me.
How long have I been doing the show with you guys? 3 years?
I think so.
I think that's about right.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Last year was, I think, the first year. Now, granted, the 2 years were kind of an anomaly before that.
Sure.
But I remember listening to you guys before that. Like, I felt last year was one of the first years I didn't hear Maven complain as much about dunking.
Yeah.
Because we had a dunker that led the country.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
Sorry.
I feel like that added, like that adds to it. That things like because Maven has always been consistent with people like being frustrated with people not dunking.
Yeah, he suggested someone have a child in order because they weren't dunking enough. So yeah,
it's about
saying, like last year with James Scott, being the lob threat and like you said, leading the country. I feel like that also adds to it because that was the first year I've heard you not really complain about dunking as much, and you don't want to regress.
Okay, no, I listen. Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay, I started the show making the point that I was doing the same thing with James Scott, but it wasn't the dunking. It was him catching the ball and being able to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to finish, get the ball. I should be able to get to the dotted line, be able to either throw the lob or shovel it to you or bounce pass it to the big. You should be able to catch it, go up strong, left to right hand. Like how many times did James Scott have the ball almost point blank and never looked at the rim?
Yeah.
You remember? And it always worked because I'm like, hey, when there's intense games, we were lacking easy buckets in your Duke and your Creighton, when like we had to get buckets from, like the reason it was such a emotion, it was like holding your breath because we had a Chucky who had to be unbelievable. He had so many unbelievable moments. They answered the bell so many times. Javon Hadley hit so many big shots. Look, who's the other guy? Terrence Edwards Jr. Terrence Edwards Jr. He had to.
I saw that somebody
relentless.
posted, and it was like U of L posted, and it was like "Happy birthday to Terrence Edwards." I was like, "Who's that?"
If Terrence Edwards Sr. is listening, listen. You get. Sorry, you get this.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
But we are.
You get what I'm saying? Like where we're losing the easy lob at a James Scott. I need to have it on catching, finishing, catching free throws, catching, getting fouled, taking the pressure off my top players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is urgent. So yeah, Frew, to circle back around, if Frew can do those other things at a much higher clip than James Scott, I'll leave him alone. But if I'm getting pressed up, if my backcourt is getting pressed up because the bigs aren't an option, if the bigs are not, making my defense break down a little bit, then I'm gonna be angry. And it's Kelsey's fault. Look, you don't want me to give you a problem? Stop getting a good roster. Go get some more crappy. Go get some crappy players, and I can bad news bears them. Yeah. Look, you'll love my support then. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah,
You can do it. You don't get,
let's go, folks.
yeah, you give
Your
me
fellas.
you give me McDonald's All-Americans and Big East first team transfers. I was like, I don't have any I don't have any sympathy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like I don't.
Which is going to be fun too. It's going to be fun. That part going into the game from that side of things is going to be exciting as well.
I literally lay around all day and just think about our starting lineup. I'm like, who's our starting? Like who am I? Like who am I benching, dude? Like I don't like. It's like you said. Oh yeah, you really like Kamar? Okay, well, who you put him ahead of? Nobody. I just looked at. By the way, I just looked at the early bracketology. Lenardi has it says a 6. We're 6 seed next year. I'll wear a bra and panties to the game. Like, forget you, Lenardi. 6 seed. Lost your mind. Anyways, Texter says let me get a couple of these texts. Yep, you gotta donk that stuff. Somebody said, are we gonna platoon? I'm like, no, we won't platoon, but because I think Kelsey likes to play. I think he prefers to not shrink the roster.
It's just trust with him. Consistency and trust. Consistency and trust. He doesn't like mistakes on a defensive scout report. That's probably going to hurt. That's probably going to hurt Kamar the most.
Yeah,
just trust.
Somebody did ask. They said, you're like that with Frew. Who's my Frew? And I'm like, Michael Brown, because I'm still a romantic with the freshman, rankings, and I'm like, you're the number 1 player in the country at your position.
Listen to this.
You will be great.
On 3, and this is on 3. This is from Babu. On 3 has Woolley 9th, Conwell 16th, and McNeely 21st. And that's on 3, Steve.
It's on 3.
So that means it's 4th, 8th,
God.
and 10th.
My God, dude.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? You see where the urgency is in that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like I know they can hold it down.
Yes. I mean, this backcourt, and Nick, you can play us out. I know we got to go to break, but I mean, dude, this backcourt is just absolutely ungodly, man.
Make sure we have traditional uniforms this year for the tournament, because I want my images, my national championship images. I want them to be in the traditional Louisville uniform.
Yeah, no sleeps.
Well, speaking of apparel deals, Steve, you know what? 9 through 9
Attention kingdom-seeking business professionals, entrepreneurs, and investors in Louisville. Are you looking to increase your faith, finances, and future in 2025? Have we got the event for you? Join LifeSearch Saturday, June 21st at Freedom Hall for a one-day experience that'll inspire and equip you to multiply your resources for kingdom impact. Be empowered by world-renowned speakers like two-time national football champion Tim Tebow, best-selling author and coach John C. Maxwell, world's #1 motivational speaker Nick Vujicic, star of Duck Dynasty Willie Robertson, pastor and author Craig Groeschel, president of Proverbs 31 Ministries Lisa Turkhurst, powerhouse entrepreneur Ed Milet, worship by Natalie Grant, and more. Seats are selling fast for this unforgettable event. Don't miss your chance to grow spiritually, financially, and personally in this powerful one-day experience. Go to LifeSearch.com now and secure your tickets before they're gone. LifeSearch, Saturday, June 21st at Freedom Hall. Don't wait. Your adventure starts here. Visit LifeSearch.com today.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the plan. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Are you getting ready to stock up for your next celebration? Whether you're planning a gathering or just need to restock, Liquor Barn has everything you need. Why leave the house when you can have all your favorites delivered right to your door? Order now from Liquor Barn for convenient delivery or pickup. Visit your nearest Liquor Barn store or head to liquorbarn.com to download the Liquor Barn app and place your order for pickup or delivery. Shop Kentucky's favorite spirits, wine, and beer store online and enjoy more time for what matters the most. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Time to discuss the book, ladies. Honestly, Sarah, I didn't read it, but I did switch to T-Mobile with their new Family Freedom offer. That's not really the point of the club. Well, I'm closing the book on AT&T, and I am starting a new chapter with T-Mobile. They paid off my family's 4 phones up to $3,200 and gave us 4 new phones on the house. And each line was only $25 a month. Oh, plot twist.
Introducing Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/Family Freedom to start saving today.
Up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card. Typically takes 15 days. Free phone via 24 monthly bill credits with finance agreement. Example, Apple iPhone 16, 128 gigs, $829.99. Eligible trade-in. Example, iPhone 11 Pro and 4 new lines, $100 per month with auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. For well-qualified, credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, you're the Carfax guy.
The Carfax from Carfax.
Wow.
And you, sir, work at Tire Discounters.
I sure do.
The Carfax top-rated service center.
Oh, right. You know, a lot of that's because of our services. But people think we're just about tires.
Maybe it's your name.
Yeah.
Tire Discounters. And your jingle.
Oh, you like it?
I think it needs something.
Yeah? Like what?
Hit it. Plus brakes, oil changes, shocks, and struts, and more. Now that speaks to me.
Summer is heating up, and Commonwealth Credit Union is there to help kick things into high gear. From beach vacations and road trips to backyard barbecues and fireworks. Fuel your summer with My Card, only from Commonwealth Credit Union. My Card gives you 3 points for every dollar you spend on transportation and travel, and 1.5 points for everything else. My Card is your ultimate travel sidekick. Visit ccuky.org/mycard to learn more and apply today. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Insured by NCUA. All loans subject to approval. Call us at 1-800-228-6420 for details.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at huffmanbuysit.com. Huffman has it.
Do you want to grow your business? ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more. Email us at partnerships@espnlouisville.com. That's partnerships@espnlouisville.com.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit lanningpaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
Can't get enough ESPN Louisville? Subscribe to us on YouTube at ESPN Louisville for live watch-alongs, play-by-play breakdowns with the coach, behind-the-scenes action in the bullpen, and more.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529, offices Louisville.
Louisville, he looks up, and that ball is gone. Plays, double play, hitting over here, grass, track, wall, slam. This is your radio home for Louisville Cardinal baseball, and the Cards are on top.
The Cards open ACC tournament play later today against Pittsburgh. Coverage begins at 4:50 right here on your home for the Cards, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
That would be one Kentuckiana Pump Sales for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need: utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Steve, we got a little problem. So, you know,
Okay.
I've been purging ridiculous. Right? Yeah. I haven't thrown anything away that I instantly regretted just yet. So a couple of days ago, I almost threw away something. there's never been, okay, have you ever tried to get a portable vacuum cleaner?
A portable vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. You know how we talk about like technology and everybody makes the joke, like you can put a man on the moon, but you can't make a door without the handle falling off or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've seen a million ads seen on TVs, but you never can make a portable vacuum cleaner, you know, like a handheld, you know, that just works. Just works. Like it might have a little weak screen, you know, and it's like by the time you go through all that, you're like, never mind. I'll go to the car wash place, right?
Right.
So I basically said, my dad got me a handheld vacuum cleaner. I'm like, Dad, I know how bad you would need one of these. And if you're giving it to me, it must really suck. Right? No pun intended. This must be a crappy vacuum.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm purging and I'm getting ready to throw it away, right? And I think I'm thinking all this time it's corded. Only to find out, Steve, that in my closet for at least 3 years, at least 3 calendar years, I've had an unopened portable vacuum cleaner. That's awesome. Right?
Really?
It's awesome. Not only that, I hate having to pull out the full vacuum because a lot of times I'll just sweep stuff up in the area, and when I'm being really lazy, I'll get the vacuum because I hate dust panning, right? I hate it. Steve, I have spent a sexuality questioning amount of time running around vacuuming corners and vents and cobwebs and little areas. Steve, I swear, if a piece of a paper towel falls on the ground right now, I'm like, yes. Let me go get my handy dandy portable vacuum cleaner with extension clip. And even during commercial breaks, I'm like, what is wrong with me? It's like,
yeah, I can't help. Yeah, no, this is the best thing.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's one of those things. Like I hope I get bored of it soon, because if I don't, I'm gonna start selling them. I'm just gonna become a vacuum cleaner sales guy. Hey, my vacuum cleaners, bio in the link, all that good stuff. Okay, Steve, apparel.
I'm assuming that you're talking about the
Yep.
Tennessee deal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I mean, listen, Adidas, $200 million. Pretty solid. Well, over 10 years.
They just signed a 10-year deal with Tennessee.
Yeah, 200 mil.
That's it.
Right.
What was our deal? What was our original Adidas
was it
deal?
160 mil?
I think so.
I believe.
For how many years?
Jeez, I'd have to go back and look up ours. But I will say this,
Nikki, can you look up the original Adidas deal?
Yeah, the Louisville Adidas deal. Can you see that? Because I think you go, okay, well, if Tennessee is signing that deal, and they said they want to make Tennessee like basically the flagship thing, then when you're Louisville and that deal comes up, you're like, okay, we're going to start negotiations here, right?
Yeah, listen, it just depends on what side of the bed I wake up on this one.
All right. So according to Google, the Louisville Adidas deal was a 10-year partnership, and it ends in 2027.
Okay.
That's
so
perfect.
It's 10 years, 160.
I'm trying to see what it was top 5 nationally in footwear and
Yeah.
apparel rights. I don't have the official number. I think it was 160 million.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the Courier Journal says. 160.
So
million.
if we're talking Tennessee at 10-year, 200 million, then if I'm Louisville, I'm like, this is where we're starting the negotiation, right? At minimum. I mean, at minimum, what we already made.
Listen, it's amazing because it's amazing to me because our deal, right? How many years ago was that? It's a lot of years ago, right?
Yeah,
Steve. Okay, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a compliment towards my university, but I think Tennessee should have it should be more beneficial to Adidas to have Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't think they're getting their bang for their buck,
Right.
But you know what? It's like if you don't know how to spend your money, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like where I'm kind of kind of stuck on that. Like,
Yes. No,
like
no,
I don't
absolutely.
even. It doesn't affect me. And
But
then
go
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, but my only thing is one of my biggest worries was, okay, when that deal comes up, are we going to get a deal that's even close to what we got last time? Well, this one right here tells me like, okay, yeah, we should get at minimum what we got last time, right? Like if you want to keep us, if you don't want us going to Nike, then we're talking minimum. We're taking 160. Like, because I was like, I don't know that Louisville's going to get that.
Okay, so you don't think Louisville can get the Tennessee deal?
Well, I don't know if they can get the Tennessee deal, but I didn't think we could get the Louisville deal again with Adidas. I was like, I just don't see Louisville getting 160 mil again.
Here's the problem, Steve. And this is what irritates me about this whole thing. Is sometimes we act like we didn't just over our 10-year deal, we act like we didn't just make Adidas $1.6 billion between Lamar Jackson, Donovan Mitchell, our volleyball team. You know what I'm saying? Just we more than compensate. We more than outperformed our contract. So part of me says that's the part of me that says I'm getting my 200.
Right.
You got your money's worth out of us, and you continue to get your money's worth because we're about to, like I say, we'll be coming off a monster year in 2026, most likely. I don't know. It put it this way, it didn't affect me. Like I said, the Adidas. I was wanting to know what you thought of the Adidas deal and how it kind of. So you just see it as just negotiation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're not like, and you know what narrative you just killed too?
What's that?
Nike high school players.
Well, yeah.
No, nobody cares about. Oh, I'm not going to transfer to an Adidas school because it's Adidas school.
Which I somebody is really quick. I do want to throw this in here. Our guy Kojax is telling us. I did see this. Their fans are heated about going to Adidas. And some people are saying like that number may not be exactly right. Like that might have been but I mean they're going to get a crazy number regardless. Or they wouldn't be moving to there. So I don't know that that's the exact number on it yet or whatever.
Steve, just for the insider, I know this kid who's from Clarksville and he went to the University of Tennessee. Yeah. And when he went to the University of Tennessee, they were Adidas, right? Yeah. And during his time at Tennessee, they transitioned to Nike.
Yeah.
He was extremely excited about it. He let's just say he was more of a fan of the Nike, emphatically more of a fan of Nike, but he also says to that school, get your money first.
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing. I mean, that's always been my thing with Louisville. Like, I think Nike's better. Nike would be better for Louisville, but like if you're getting that deal, I mean, I can't tell you not to take that deal.
I don't even want to say Nike would be better. I mean, are we talking about style? Are we talking about being with Nike under the umbrella of Nike, under the protection of Nike, the mafia-like protection of Nike?
No. Well, I just think it's all of it. I think style. I think it's just everything. You know, I just like Nike. I think Nike's better.
NIL,
but if Adidas is helping us get like Michael Brown, if Adidas is we're working well with Donovan Mitchell and Adidas, you know, and stuff, and I understand. That's why I say that's why I never really complain about it, because I understand why Louisville is Adidas, and it's good if Tennessee's Adidas too. Like,
listen, our chances of getting Tennessee on the schedule have quadrupled.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee we'll keep them on the schedule, and we'll get them on the schedule soon in football.
Yeah.
Adidas is not going to let that game not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you give them $200 million.
Right.
You throwing a couple little clauses down in there. There's two game spots that these need to be mandatory Adidas schools. It just makes too much sense. I can't wait to see Tennessee come in Jim Patterson Stadium too. By the way, good luck. Yeah, good luck, guys. And wait, Pittsburgh, that's not going to play today, right? Is that going to get rained out?
Where are they at?
Nikki, where's the ACC tourney?
Where is the ACC tournament at this year? I don't even know. Well,
pulling it up.
Okay. All right. Pulling it up. Okay.
So the fans will be. It'll re-rack. It'll re-rack all the gear sales if we went Nike.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't think it's in Greensboro, right?
Women will be in Atlanta.
All the Adidas is going to end up in Goodwill.
What what do you mean? All the Nike stuff?
If Louisville went Nike.
Yeah, but I don't see Louisville leaving that deal as long as Adidas is going to pay them again.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Me neither.
Like if you're going to pay it, but Louisville needs to be making that kind of money, right?
You mean between the 160 and 200 from Adidas?
Yeah, like it needs to be something like that for me to like. You can't lowball me on the deal and expect me to stay.
Yeah, that thing's right around. Yeah, that renegotiation is right around the corner. Okay, Steve, got to ask this question. Okay. Okay, clear your mind. We're going back to basketball. The phone line should be open in 30 minutes, right? Are the phone lines ready?
No, they're not yet. They're not.
Okay. Well, the text line's open. 3831-939 is the text line. Okay, Steve, you're cleared out. Top 3 matchups you're looking forward to seeing in practice. Quick commercial break. 93.9 DeVille.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete Train system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Looking for everything a sports bar has without the sports bar feel? Come to 1020 Craft Brewery. Great food, great fun, and a relaxing atmosphere where you can kick back and enjoy a cold one. Try our 1020 light beer, smooth, refreshing, and perfect for any occasion. Pro soccer is in full swing, and our Butchertown location is just steps away from Lynn Family Stadium. We're the perfect spot for every Lou City home game. Grab your crew and pregame at 1020 Brewery for every home match. Check out our Clarksville location as well. 1020 Brewery. Great beer, great food, great vibes. Come visit us.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aggie are here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
This is Dr. Patel with New Horizons Foot and Ankle. If you're battling foot and ankle pain, dealing with sports injuries, looking for peak performance laser treatments, or even custom orthotics, we've got the advanced solutions to get you back on your feet pain-free. So don't wait. Visit KentuckyFootDoctor.com. That's KYFootDoctor.com and take your first step to better foot health. And make sure to catch me every Thursday at 10:30 on Middays with Marcus Maven, where I share tips and discuss the latest injuries in sports. New Horizons Foot and Ankle, where innovation meets excellence.
Time to discuss the book, ladies. Honestly, Sarah, I didn't read it, but I did switch to T-Mobile with their new Family Freedom offer.
That's not really the point of the club.
Well, I'm closing the book on AT&T, and I am starting a new chapter with T-Mobile. They paid off my family's 4 phones up to $3,200 and gave us 4 new phones on the house. And each line was only $25 a month.
Oh, plot twist.
Introducing Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/Family Freedom to start saving today.
Up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card. Typically takes 15 days. Free phone via 24 monthly bill credits with finance agreement. Example, Apple iPhone 16, 128 gigs, $829.99. Eligible trade-in. Example, iPhone 11 Pro and 4 new lines, $100 per month with auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. For well-qualified, credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
She used to guard the goal on the soccer field. Now she's protecting smiles in the dental chair. Dr. Reagan Ackerman, a former Division I goalie, brings that same focus and determination to Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Using innovative dental implants, she's helping patients win back their confidence with less pain, less cost, and less healing time. From single tooth replacements to implant-supported dentures, Dr. Ackerman makes every smile a victory. Schedule your free consultation at freedomimplants.com. Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Get the freedom to smile.
Your roofs have taken a lot of abuse in the past month. Remember, people, it's important. Your home is your fortress. Your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Steve, you have a ISO cam, and your ISO cam can only get you video from these 3 matchups in the summer to determine how your season's going to go. Which 3 matchups is your ISO cam going to be most focused on? 38, 31, 93.9, by the way. Feel free to jump in here. YouTube channel is made for the Ville. You can get your responses on there too.
Give me Michael Brown versus Adrian Woolley.
Hold on. Elaborate. Michael Brown versus Adrian Woolley is his number 1. Okay.
Yes.
Why? Elaborate.
Because I believe so much in that backcourt, and Woolley's young enough, he's young, I'm gonna say young and dumb, but you'll know what I mean. He's young and dumb enough not to accept a role. So I think he'll still go at Michael, like, not in the, like, well, I'm a role, type guy, almost like where it's like, even, and not saying there's no shade of McNeely and those guys, because I think they're all still trying to go pro, so they're not just, but they understand a little more. I think Woolley is going to go cutthroat at Michael, and I need somebody that will do that with him. And while Kobe Rogers will too, he's an older guy, he'll go after Michael. I think Woolley and him, you're looking at those as like the 2 young NBA talent guys, right? Like most people are thinking like, hey, Woolley's probably an NBA guy, and Michael's probably, they're probably number 1 and 2. If you said pick 2 NBA guys off this team, they're probably 1 and 2, right?
Ooh.
Like,
you saying Woolley and Michael Brown?
Woolley and Michael are probably 1 and 2 and NBA guys on this team. So to me, you put them together, and I want to see that battle,
I know what you're saying, but I just couldn't avoid the Conwell-Woolley matchup.
Yeah. I don't hate that either.
Yeah, I just could, I know what you're saying. And I almost went Rogers, Michael Brown, because just all the OG dirty tricks, that Kobe Rogers is going to have. I think he can give Michael Brown that. You look at my resume, Kobe Rogers is the guy that for St. Francis that beats Kentucky.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't have to wait till the tournament, or, I don't have to wait till the tournament for my young guys to get a 6th year championship level playing, done it on any stage, day 1, professional hard worker, that just the OG guard.
Yeah.
That Kobe, and it's going to be beautiful because it's a narrative. Okay. So it's not necessarily how he is. We're just playing the numbers. Michael Brown in no way is going to respect Kobe Rogers. Right. In the beginning. But watching Kobe Rogers go from you know, I'm gonna take your wings off you, young fella, early, right?
Yeah.
2, by the end of the year, they might be doing everything together. You know, they might be best friends. Michael Brown might be saying, you know, hey, my first couple weeks in Louisville was hell, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just, hey, man, KR, man, that dude's a dog, man. He was kicking my ass early.
Yep.
It always goes like that, you know. No matter. So having Kobe Rogers on him from day one, but again, it's gonna be one of those things like Kelsey. You don't let him breathe. You don't let him breathe. You know what I'm saying? When he gets into the gym, I want you to accidentally, you know, just step on the back of the shoe or something. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
You get him to control his emotions. You get him to get that, you know, that anything personal that he takes, get it out of him early. And let's see him, you know, really step up to the play early. So that matchup, I'm kind of like, that's Kobe Rogers has an opportunity to really bring him up fast.
Yeah.
But I did still go with Conwell and Woolley first.
I don't hate that. I mean, yeah, there's nothing against that one for sure. Texter says Brown versus Rogers.
Brown versus Rogers.
Yeah. So this one has basically the three that you had. Conley versus Woolley, or Conwell versus Woolley, and Roos versus Kamara.
Did they elaborate at all?
No. But I mean, I do think those three.
The reason I won't say Roos versus Kamara is because I'm expecting Roos to be killing Kamara.
Yeah, see, that's me too. This texter, I'm a little more with this texter who says Roos versus Pryor. I kind of lean in that one a little more, where I'm like, I'd like to see. I think Roos should be going at Pryor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he should be destroying Kamara.
Yeah.
I mean, Kamara he should be pushing him. You know, pushing him. But
yeah, but I'm not having Roots bring Kamara along. I want Kamara to just be able to do enough to push Roots. Yeah. That's why I say we love. I mean, all that show, like we talked about it earlier. We love Kamara, but that's why we said I don't necessarily see Kamara as like a major dude this year. You know, like I think next year's the year
it's a traffic jam. Isn't it amazing how quick we go from feeling like we have a shallow front court to a traffic jam?
Yeah. Like where are we going to play all these guys?
Once you put Case and Pryor back into the mental rotation, when you have your Khalifa, Kaysen, you know, look through Greek, you're like, geez, you know, team full of centers. Team full it's all power forwards and centers. But really, is Khalifa the only center? Is Fruit? Would you call him a center or a power forward?
Center.
Okay, what other matchups?
Who for maybe if Xerxes gets in there, maybe put him in Hadley.
I think McNeely and Conwell are gonna fight. Wait, who did you say? Yeah. You said Xerxes and Hadley's?
Yeah. Maybe let them battle each other to death down there.
You know what? No, Steve. Listen, it's funny what you said is right. They're gonna keep Hadley and Xerxes far away from each other.
Think so?
They have to. They'll fight. They'll fight.
They might, because I mean they will battle each other.
They will fight. I can see them, like I can see just during the team photo, they're gonna have to Photoshop at the beginning of the year because one of them gonna have a big old black eye.
Yeah. Well, because you're gonna have Hadley, who I think has accepted his role as as a guy who is I think he's willing to do what it takes for the team.
And those are the fighters.
Yes, yeah, and I also think Zorkis or Xerxes or whoever or whatever his name is will come in, and I mean, I don't know. I think they'll come in and how is it like? I'm trying to think how I'm trying to put it. Okay, because Hadley would do that, but then you'll have Xerxes will kind of come in, and I think he'll come in expecting to play a role as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like they're almost battling for the same thing,
for the same role. Yeah, for the same role player spot.
Yeah.
That's why I say that's what makes them dangerous to be.
Nick, are we having technical problems or anything today?
No, we're just getting the phone fixed. Why?
Okay. Texters text in and said we do an awesome job, but the technical difficulties are taken away from the product. It appears amateurs.
I have no idea.
I'm like, I don't. What's happened?
Do they really just want to jump into?
I got the volume right on the board.
Okay.
Like I was having to.
I'm like, is there something we need to?
No. If anything, you guys should be coming in louder and clearer.
Okay. I was just making sure with you.
Yeah. No. Like as far as I know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was just making sure with you that we were good. I was like,
no, Texter, if you're hearing something wonky, tell us what it is. But
yeah,
according to me, we're all systems go. If anything, the engineer just came in and made the sound clear.
Okay.
So we were probably at an 8 before. Now we're at
okay. I'm just double checking because I was like, okay, is there something not going right
Steve,
that I'm not hearing?
No, we're getting the phone fixed.
You know the feeling that Texter's going through. He wants to call in and be a part of this discussion.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is. I'm like, I
should be able to.
I'm not knocking the text or anything. I'm just like, is there something wrong that I'm not hearing, or what? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. That was throwing me off there for a second when I was answering that question because I was like, wait a minute, is there something going on?
But yeah, you should always, like I said, if somebody's having a bad experience, through the radio, like please.
Well, yeah, I want to make sure that we're sounding right, and make sure that something's not going on that that we're messing up or anything. But anyways, okay. With that being said, I think those two are kind of going to be. They're just so. It's almost like they're so team oriented that they might just go at each other. Full go
for the hard hat spot.
Okay, a lot of texters are saying we're good. Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Hadley can really shoot though, so they might be.
U of L needs to present Hadley with a construction hard hat and lunch pail with a giant Louisville sticker for his senior day.
You forget how good he was, man.
I know. I can't turn him into lunch pail guy, man. That's funny,
we do that every single year, and once you get trapped in that, you're done. You're never going to get your credit. Javon Hadley went for 30, Steve.
Yeah, against Clemson. Went for 32.
He went for 32 against Clemson. And he is the least talked about player on this team.
Right? Somebody said him and Hadley should be roommates.
Hadley's going to get... Now watch when you're going to put Michael Brown with Hadley, and they're going to destroy... McNeely and Conwell.
I know.
We're getting excited about all these new guys. Case and Pryor and Hadley are just going to have their way with all these new transfers.
Or are all our foreign guys just going to suck? Foreign guys suck.
Oh God!
They're gonna be like Stanley in The Office. What the hell is that?
You're gonna see him right at the beginning. You're gonna be like, "No, God, no!"
Yeah, he picks Stanley, and Stanley can barely dribble. He's like, Stanley's the black guy. He's like, Stanley,
Sanada. Go back.
Terrible.
Pack your bags and go back to Germany now.
Yeah. Bye.
I'll be like, Peyton, how long were you in Germany? You didn't see this?
Oh man. Yeah, no, I think there's so many good matchups on this team, man. I mean, and then like I said, if you add Khalifa back into the mix, which I think they will, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to get guys battling with him. I mean, he's in much better shape now, and I want to see what he can bring defensively. I mean, I know he can pass the ball, and that's great. And I know he can shoot it pretty well and all that. But like, I want to see what he brings defensively. And
surely,
I mean,
surely he'll bring nothing defensively, right? We don't know how he
can run everywhere.
You said what? What'd you say?
Ken just sprinted past the window full speed. I was like, what?
You got a lot of distractions.
Place on fire.
You got a lot of distractions.
Is the place on fire?
I hate.
Like, what am I supposed to do when the sales manager takes off running out the door full speed down the
Steve,
sidewalk?
you've been hanging around me too long, because there's nothing the delegation hates more than people running full speed.
Right. I know. Cedric told us.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to say, when somebody running, we run. It's
like,
hard.
I expected to see a dinosaur coming down the road behind him. I was like, what just happened there?
I mean, is it because is it raining? You're trying not to get.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's drizzling, but I don't know. That wasn't a get out of the rain drizzle. That was a run. That was something on my heels.
What
gotta go?
What could he be running from or running to?
No idea. Bill Baker. Hey, by the way, on the marketplace, I found. Are you ready for this, Nick? A relic. A 2021 University of Louisville men's basketball media guide.
Oh, that's awesome.
With one Marcus Maven and Rashad Brooks.
Oh, that's great.
Posted up on a picnic table.
Do you remember this, Marcus?
Of course I do.
Marcus is in a white, very nice white long sleeve dress shirt with white dress shoes. How much do you think this is going for?
A free pickup. Oh, listen, you know what?
$50.
You know where that is? That's at we took the picture across the street. That's at the softball field.
Yes.
Like the pickup.
Homer Stadium?
That's exactly where it's at.
Yeah,
that's exactly where it's at. I can see it. Yeah, and you can see the clock tower in the background there. $25 if you want to go and
nice.
Deface an OG Maven. Look, and I'm gonna assume
it's a good picture.
I'm gonna assume the attire, the apparel was extremely large.
Yes. Yeah. No, listen, actually, you look a little more tailored than your counterpart there, but it was a little more baggy, but it's still nice.
Listen,
nice.
Listen. This is one of those stories. I had that shirt for a long time, right?
Okay.
You remember I told you how much it sucked to be friends with Cameron Murray?
Uh-huh.
Right? And I'm pretty sure Cameron Murray was either with me when I bought that shirt, or he saw it when it was still in the bag, right?
Yes.
And I'm telling you, Steve, listen, I didn't have a lot of insecurities about, like I could find a way to joke my way out of insecurities a lot. But if you hang out with Cameron Murray, it's the video. It's like he buys what he wants all the time.
Yeah.
And you just can't keep up. And and if you buy something that's nice, he'll just poop on it.
Yeah.
He'll be like, oh man, yeah. But he'll do it like this. He's like, oh yeah, I saw this shirt at Walmart. Yeah, it was a nice little shirt. You'd be like, I didn't get this from Walmart.
Not where it was,
Yeah.
Cam.
And listen, Steve, it just get worse and worse and worse. And the shoes, those shoes, he's probably like, man, he's like, you got those on sale? Just like,
Yeah.
No, I didn't get them on sale, Cam.
Yeah. But they were very expensive.
Yeah, so I thought the shirt looked nice. Cam didn't. He thought it looked cheap. And he the type that'll smell it and be like, oh, that's the African cotton. And you're like, no, it's Egyptian cotton.
Yeah, it's not. No, it looks fantastic.
Oh, that's funny though. I appreciate it.
And you had white dress shoes.
It's a little off-white.
Okay, well that could be. That could be. I mean, it's with all due respect, it's an older picture. The
4K quality camera.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little older there. But that's all right. No, yeah, it looks sharp though, man.
Okay, so final thoughts on the addition of Kamar.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited about it, and now I've talked about it for a day, and
oh God,
I'm ready for what we got next. Let's finish this bad boy up, man. Let's clean this roster up. Let's get it rolling,
so I can start imagining the real roster.
Yeah, because I think we're pretty much set with. We're gonna get the Greek power forward is going to be the next addition. And that doesn't seem like that's that much of a crazy take or anything like that. So, but I'm ready to get it done. So that way it's because all of these are not, they're done until they're not done, especially in this era. So,
and us talking about it,
I want to see them.
Who knows what school's going to try to jump in late.
Right.
Until you got a million, you got a million minutes. Here instead of Louisville.
Yeah. Yep. No, absolutely. Well, also speaking of feeling great, let me throw this over to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. You heard Drew Diener and Mark Blankenbaker out there this morning, and there's so much they can do, man. I mean, Mark even gets those. He was telling me about these B12 shots that just kind of are for a little extra energy through the day. And they can do stuff like that as well. So it's not always just your testosterone, weight loss. I mean, there's so many other things they can do along those lines as well. So go to tristatemenshealth.com, check all that stuff out, see what they offer. I mean, there's so much more than you may even realize when it comes to testosterone, weight loss, or erectile dysfunction. So go to tristatemenshealth.com, take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions, take you about 2 minutes, yes or no answers. Very, very simple to do. And is what you're going to do is you're going to take that, then set up an appointment at one of their great locations in Louisville, Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, or Columbus, and get to one of those locations. Listen, if you sign up for testosterone the day of your appointment, they're going to waive the $99 fee. So that appointment will be completely free right off the bat there. And then you're going to start a journey to feeling better than you felt in a long, long time. So get over, check them out, Tri-State Men's Health, and let them know you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
What kind of rabbit hole did Diener and Blankenbaker go through? I got a text from my guy Rayvon Churchill. He's like, they're going down some new edition Belle Biv DeVoe rabbit hole, and I'm like, what's going on? So I'm
Blankenbaker was like trying to tell Diener, he was like, basically didn't think Belle Biv DeVoe was a big deal, and Diener's like, don't do this, don't do this, Mark. Like, don't do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, do not do this.
Okay. So now I get it.
And Blankenbaker was like, I mean, who cares? I mean, they only had like one hit in the time. It was like, don't do this, please.
So that's why I got to take.
Patty Ice was a massive Belle Biv DeVoe fan.
The most unexpected thing ever. Patty Ice is a BBD head. Okay, so that's why he actually texted me.
Yes,
about this, about their rabbit
Diener
hole.
tried to save him for that, but he just was not going to do it.
Far too gone. 93.9 The Ville.